getting used to this whole new world. Pauly Shore teaches him, takes him to 7-Eleven, teaches him how to, teaches him all the good stuff to eat, and then it's like picks up a banana. It's like, Link, this isn't one of them. This isn't one of the famous food groups that you're supposed to eat. It's really, I mean, I thought it was funny, but I'm not gonna give away all the comedy stuff. But let me see. Eventually, because Dave's not getting the popularity that he wanted out of this whole thing, he tries to make Link go away. He like tries to send him off, like just send him away, like go away. And then Pauly Shore comes, he stops him, like no, call him back. You don't treat your friends like that, blah blah blah. So they get in a fight, whatever, and then Link doesn't leave. He makes him, when they fight, he makes him make up and all that. So yeah, they go to the prom, and then Matt, the bully, he's trying to like dig up some dirt on the caveman. Trying to find. He goes to the school and then tries to pull up some confidential files and just dig up any kind of dirt on him he could find. So just to spoil all his popularity, get his own popularity back. And then at the prom, Link throws a really good party, and then Matt comes in and interrupts the whole party, and then gets on stage, tries to expose Link for what he is, a caveman. But then they're like, "Whoa, that's awesome, cool, whatever." And then, so, like, everybody likes Link, everybody likes the caveman, and the bully gets his comeuppance, and then I guess Dave, by this point, Robin's turned off by Matt's, bullying and all that shit. She's turned off by his behavior, so she eventually kind of falls back for Dave or Link. I'm not sure which, but she kind of warms back up to Dave, and then shit, I'm fucking spoiling the whole thing. Anyway, yeah, at the end, the caveman finds his cave girlfriend. She was in a glacier somewhere else nearby, I guess, and then she wakes up, she's taking a bath in Dave's house while the whole after prom party is going on at his house. So, he did fulfill his dream, Dave did. And then, Link finds his old girlfriend, hey, they hug, whatever. And then that's the end of the movie. But what I really like about this movie is, well, I don't know. All I can say is that I was entertained. I thought Brendan Fraser gave a really good performance for his first time. Underneath all the comedy, he's still a pretty good actor. I mean, there's this one scene where they're at a museum on a field trip, a school field trip, and then they're looking at all these prehistoric things at the museum, and then Link recognizes his former surroundings, and then it's like, wait, everything's all fake, I guess, and he's just kind of freaking out. It's like he realizes what happened to him, and then he ends up in this one exhibit where he's got a stick again, trying to make a fire. And he's just crying. He's just like really frustrated. It's like, what? Why the fuck isn't this working? What happened? What the fuck happened? And it was all conveyed in his crying and his facial expression. And during the fight between Dave and Stoney, where Dave's trying to make Link go away, and Stoney gets there on his motorcycle. He's like, no, call him back, Dave, call him back. And then he's kind of walking up, and then turns around, sees him, and they start fighting, breaks him up, makes him make up, and then he does this weird little thing where like he pulls Dave off of him, and then kind of sniffs his hair while he's like just trying to hold him back, but he's still got this sentimental look on his face. He's sniffing his hair, and then Stoney, Pauly Shore, he's got a bloody lip because Dave punched him, I guess. Um, and he like takes the blood, like he wipes it on Dave's shirt. I mean, he's got all these little weird comedic things mixed in with like dramatic moments in his performance. I really like that. But I mean, it's not like top notch, you know, A-list, Oscar-worthy acting. I'm just saying, you know, he did pretty good for his first time. And let's see, I like the soundtrack. It's got a lot of good early '90s dance music and hip hop. Let's see, what else can I say about this movie? And it's a PG movie, but it's got some PG-13 content in there. Like, you know, there's this part where they're watching Matt and Robin, you know, make out from afar, and then it was like, you know, Pauly Shore's like, ooh, check her cheeks, oh, and he's like grabbing her butt and everything, and you know, the way girls hit on Link, and then Link's, you know, it's like Gonzaga's grabs for the girl's tits, and then, you know, even calling titties Gonzaga's, it's like, it's got all kinds of little, you know, semi-grown-up jokes in there in a PG movie. I thought that was weird. But I guess in 1992, maybe PG movies were a little less tame, I guess, back then. I guess the MPAA wasn't as strict. I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was weird. I don't know. I don't really have any complaints about this movie. I mean, it's not perfect, but I can't think of any flaws right now off the top of my head. I mean, I'm sure I could find some. I mean, I don't know. I was too busy laughing, being entertained. So, even though it wasn't a perfect movie, it was a really good comedy. I mean, you know, Pauly Shore, back when he was still cool, you know, he's actually funny in this, I thought. You know, he's got doing the whole weasel. I don't know how you do it, but still got that whole act going on. And you know, it's nice to hear all that. I don't know. It's got a nostalgic feel to it, at least for me, because you know, I liked the movie as a kid, and I don't know, if you're not sold on just the basic plot, then I mean, it's pretty much all I can say about the movie. You know, it's a funny comedy about a caveman here in present day trying to blend in.